Good morning and welcome one and all to Cardigan Mountain School's 76th commencement exercises. We always say it, but indeed today it means something. It is a beautiful day in New Hampshire. Our first school year began in September 1946 at the Lodge on Canaan Street. The parents of 24 anxious and energetic boys had signed them up, as one of the trustees said later, only on the basis of a great idea. After 76 years, many things are different and many things have remained unchanged. Most notably, Cardigan's commitment to and understanding of middle school boys. At times, they confound us. At times, they make us laugh. At times, they disappoint us. Lots of times, they make us swell with pride and excitement for who they are and who we see them becoming. The parents and educators here assembled know that Cardigan is a project, one that began years ago and continues to evolve each year. Our task is to guide a collection of impressionable boys from around the country and the world to become young men of substance who live by decent values as their brains and bodies and souls make the connections which will become their adult lives. There is perhaps no more Herculean task that a community might undertake, and that's one of the reasons it looks and sometimes is messy, and why sometimes it feels like for each step forward we take one step back and one step sideways. The long game is worth it. You parents know that, and it's the reason why you wouldn't have missed this day for anything. I know that folks have traveled to the point from near and far, from just down the road to all corners of the globe, and many of you are right now watching the live stream in your homes. Whether you're sitting here in person or watching remotely, you are here with us. Parents, grandparents, and siblings of our graduates, alumni, trustees, and so many more friends of Cardigan, I say ni hao, bienvenidos, annyeonghaseyo, Tervetuloa. Bienvenue and welcome. We are honored by your presence today, one and all. And I want to take a moment to give a special welcome to a couple of important members of the Cardigan family. Dave and Steph McCusker led this school from 2007 to 2016 and are here with us today. And Mrs. Bev Wakely is here with her son John. Bev and her husband Norm led Cardigan from 1963 to 1989. Thank you, Dave, Steph, and Bev for joining us on this special day. And welcome home. And gentlemen in white coats, remember, Ms. Wakely has a lifetime license to thrash you if you misbehave. So. Cardigan Mountain School is dedicated to a multidimensional and complementary education of young men, where the strengthening of one aspect of their development invites and allows for the strengthening of another. The concept that strength begets strength doesn't stop today, or probably ever. I believe that the journey of learning and growing stops when we take our last breath. Parents, your sons, however they arrived on the point, and we, the faculty, affectionately call many of the new students unmade beds. You parents might have employed a slightly less charitable description. However they arrived, they have become what you see and sense before you. Young men of real character and boundless potential. As evidenced last Wednesday in our athletic competitions against our rival Eaglebrook, Cardigan boys know how to win while respecting their opponents. And, though they abhor it, they know that when they lose, there are reasons, but never excuses. And those reasons, when confronted, can become opportunities, and our opponents are to be honored for revealing those opportunities for growth. These guys know and understand that there are no shortcuts to success. It is earned through dedicated and informed hustle, the getting out of bed and jumping in the lake every morning kind of hustle. It results when they realize that setbacks in all aspects of our lives are actually gifts to be acted upon. They now know that there are powerful interrelationships in all that we do here, that mastering proofs in math, learning how to test the best turn of phrase in English, or adding some shade to a painting are close cousins to puck control, gap control and puck support in hockey, or that the difference between a podium and a DNF in alpine skiing might be envisioning 3 gates ahead instead of just 2. That being a job sub for a dorm mate who has play practice is in the same family as remembering to get to the health center before breakfast or getting to your Peaks appointment on time. They all come from a shared wellspring of muscle memory and imagination that, when invited to grow together, as they intentionally are here at Cardigan, they pull the areas of developing adolescent brain more closely together and make real success possible. At Cardigan, we use our core values of compassion, integrity, respect, and courage as the root of everything that we do. Parents, your sons have not mastered any of it, no more than any of you have. But, and this is one of the secrets of this magical place, they know that actively and intentionally aspiring to live one's life by a set of shared values, that is a worthy pursuit. Cardigan boys call each other brothers because they know that their individual strengths and success can only come from being part of a team. For many of us, it takes a lifetime to realize that. For these boys, looking so dapper before us, they know it in their bones right now. And that, my friends, that is something we should all be proud of. The brotherhood they share is perhaps the most valuable takeaway from the Cardigan experience. The love they have for one another is an antidote for the far too frequent reminders of the hatred, division, and fear existent in our communities at home and abroad. And these guys have gobs of it right now. You've given it to them. We've given it to them. And they've given it to one another. The world desperately needs more Cardigan boys, young men who have a compass whose heading is true. And we'll do our best to keep churning them out. This year, like the previous 2 years before, was one that required us as a community to be nimble, resourceful, patient, and to sacrifice part of our individual selves for the good of the greater community. Living during a pandemic is not normal, and we will all eventually look back on this experience whenever and however it finally ends and realize that we were capable, that we are capable of so much more than we ever thought we were. Through your incredible empathy, sense of duty, and responsibility, you, 9th graders, have given the future leaders of this school an exemplar that will serve Cardigan well for years. Your younger brothers learned by watching your example, and they in turn pass it along. This is a legacy that I am especially grateful for. I often say that as go the 9th grade, so goes Cardigan. Well, gentlemen, we couldn't have asked for a better group to lead us this year. Today, you will leave this place, but this community, this family, will always be inside of you. For some of you, it will take time to realize and fully appreciate the significance of your experience at Cardigan. You may never again live in a community in which so many know and love you for who you are, warts and all, as much as we have on the point. In a little less than an hour, many of you will have tears in your eyes as you say goodbye to one another. Your parents might be shedding some too. My advice, boys, let them flow. That lump in your throat is your heart, and it's telling you that something profound has occurred, and you'd be wise to listen. We've all been through an extraordinary year, and we've earned it. We've earned this moment. We've earned that lump. As you say your goodbyes today, be sure to seek out the adults in this community who have impacted you. Thank them. Thank the faculty for their excellence, for they are a truly remarkable group of people, and you are fortunate to have benefited from their love and guidance. Don't be afraid. Don't be embarrassed. It's never a bad thing to show your gratitude, even if you can't fully comprehend or explain it. Of course, also be sure to take a moment at some point today to thank your parents and families for giving you the gift of this extraordinary experience that is Cardigan Mountain School. As someone who sat in those seats twice as a parent, I can tell you that there isn't a room large enough to contain the love that's sitting in the seats behind you boys, and also to the seats off to my sides. Fellows, when you cross this stage and become Cardigan alumni, you will be joining a brotherhood that grows larger every year. Your brothers, both present and past, are here with you now. They've been here all along, and they'll be with you forever. Thank you, and welcome, one and all.